Hey guys, it's Lexi. I hope you're all having an awesome day. I am sharing week 2 of the melting baskets for the Low by Collab. So before I jump into this, I just wanted to say I have been so excited and so happy to see all of the wave of blue baskets that happened last week. I thought it was so exciting. I loved watching everyone's melting baskets if you shared them. And if you guys ended up participating but didn't share a video, I want to know what your favorite blue wax that you melted this week was. Drop it below in the comments. I'm very curious. So today is technically, what are we? Is it Saturday, I think, today? Yeah, so today is Saturday. And I was debating on posting the empties today and then sharing the melting basket tomorrow. But then I saw Charity kind of flipped it and I was like, oh wait, that actually makes way more sense. So I'm gonna just do it this way because I still have a couple bags left that I am going to melt later in this evening. So Saturday night, and I think I'll just share my empties tomorrow. So we're doing things a little bit flip-flop from what I said in the initial video that I shared. So it's okay. I hope that's fine with you guys too. I think it'll just be a little bit easier, so we're going with it. Anyway, so this basket itself is scoops and clams. So what Drew wrote for this actual melting basket challenge for this week, he said, everyone has a stash of scoopable wax and clamshells I know you do not reach for. Now is the week to do so. They can be brand new or half used. The goal this week is to use it up. So that is what I am trying to do this week. I have a little bit of randomness that I'll explain. There's piles and piles. I'll get to that in just a second. But another thing I want to say is that if you guys are looking to participate in this, which we encourage everyone to, whether you have a YouTube channel or not, we want everyone to do this. It makes it even more fun. So if you want to participate, but you are like me and you're a pre-planner, you can either reach out to me on my Instagram page and I'll tell you what the challenges are and the basket, so you can pre-pull the baskets like I did. Or you guys can reach out to Drew directly since he's heading this up, and he will share the challenges and the limitations that were set for the low buy and everything like that. So if you guys want to really be fully involved in the low buy and all the rules that we have too, then go for it. So I wanted to share that. Okay, now let's get into this melting basket. So I have a ton of wax here, and I have some scoopable wax, but I really decided to put my main focus on my clamshells this week. So kind of a funny thing, I've been buying a lot of Scentsy wax and I just haven't hauled any of it. So I'm sorry if you guys are seeing all the Scentsy and you're where did that come from? I've been buying it and I haven't been sharing hauls. I just have been doing my sister had a party, I had a party, and it's just been kind of continuously coming in. And I feel had filmed all of these hauls, it would have been tons of little small random hauls here and there, and it just wouldn't have made sense. So I don't know if I'll ever get around to sharing that. I do have a small haul coming in that my sister's party just closed, so I think I'm gonna do a collab with my sister. I don't know if that would be a collab because she doesn't have a channel, but I think I'm gonna have my sister on my channel, so that'll be fun for you guys, I think, and for me. But anyway, so let me get into this. All of this Scentsy wax has been on the forefront of my mind, and even more so now because I just saw Ashley shared a video about all of the discontinued items that Scentsy was pulling from the site, which they do this every season. They swap their catalog. So I was I have all of these things in my club that I'm not sure if I like them or not. So this is the week that I'm just gonna give myself to test them to see if they're actually club worthy or not. I feel I'm rambling a ton right now. Let me get into first the things that are not Scentsy. I have a few scoopables from L3 Waxy Wonder. So the first one is brown sugar fig adipose and Nilla wafers, and this is I don't know, the fig is kind of deep and sensual almost, so it kind of smells I don't know, kind of sexy. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know, that's a weird way to describe a fruit, but it is to me. Then I have some of these mini scoopables from L3. This one is just plain old cinnamon sugar, so I'm thinking this one might be a good mixer scent if I want to add a little bit of warmth to something, a bakery scent. And then this one here is cake batter waffle cone mallow fluff Nilla wafers, and this one smells really good. But this one is pretty old. This one's definitely over a year, so I really want to use this, finish it hopefully, but if not, then just get a good chunk used up. And then finally for my L3 scoopables, I have a apple butterscotch cake. And I was thinking that this one and the cinnamon sugar would honestly go kind of well together. So that is that. I do have a lot more scoopables, but so many of them are like very summery kind of themed. And you guys know I am a seasonal melter and seasonal burner. I love doing that because I know I could just like kind of melt whatever I feel like, but my nose really likes to melt seasonally. I enjoy melting seasonally. So to put something super summery in would kind of throw me off right now. So those are the only scoopables that I'm including, and I'm happy about that. I have some more, but I'm not too concerned. The concern is clamshells. So all of these in this little tray here, which I'm gonna add all of my Scentsy ones to this too if I can get them all to fit. These are all like Walmart wax clamshells. Some of them are partially used, some of them are completely unused. So I am going to share actually this tiny one first, which is Amaretto Blood Orange. Oh, it's just Amaretto and Blood Orange. This is like one of the like 98 cents. I don't know if the price went up now, but like the mini little ones. This smells really good. I would just like to use it because I could use this in like one sitting and it'll be gone. This one here is Iridescent, which is spearmint and vanilla woods. And to me, this almost smells like a men's cologne. Like a fresh men's cologne. It's slightly like peppery too. And I say that sometimes with like cologne-y scents. I'm like, oh, it kind of smells peppery. I do not know why my nose smells that, but I know a lot of people like this scent, but it's not just, it's like totally not my favorite. So I'm just gonna hopefully finish that one up this month. I have Vanilla Bean Butterscotch. This one, last time I melted it, I had 2 cubes that I melted through this. I remember it was kind of like lackluster, so we'll see how that goes this week. Sugared Caramel Drizzle, and this one smells really yummy. I have a ton of bakery clamshells in here that I'm looking forward to using. So we'll see how that one goes. This is Smoked Caramel Fireside, and this one smells really, really good. Also, just like a really warm, like ember type of like caramels and like smokiness. I really like that one. This is Pecan Pie Bars, or Pecan Pie Bars, whatever you want to say. And this one is really nice. Definitely very like nutty scented. I mean, of course, these ones don't have like notes, so I'm just trying to give you guys the best scent description, I guess. This is brown butter frosting, and the label on this is like really, makes me hungry. This one's kind of light on like just a cold sniff, but this one's getting a bit older, so I'd really like to use that one up too, but it does smell like just like plain old brown sugar. This is caramel bread pudding, and this one is definitely strongest on like the like creamy caramel. I don't get a whole lot of bread in that. It's not like heavily bakery, it's mostly like a gooey caramel scent. This one here is Butterscotch Maple Cream. This one just smells like exactly what you imagine, just like a maple syrupy type of topping. This one is Brownie Pecan Pie, a really rich chocolate with a little undertone of like that nuttiness in that scent. And then finally I have Nutty Butter Cookie Bars, and this one is definitely, I think, my favorite. There is a bit of chocolate in this, definitely compared to this Brownie Pecan Pie. There's much more chocolate in this, I think. This is like a peanut butter chocolate, but it smells, to me, this smells like a Reese's cup. So I'm super excited about melting this one. So those are all of the Better Homes and Garden Walmart wax type scents that I would really like to completely finish some of these up. At least get a good, a good taste of like if I like some of these, if I totally don't like some of these. And then depending on where I'm at the end of this clamshell melting week, I might just end up gifting some of this to my sister because she is getting much more into wax now, which is really exciting for me. So we'll kind of see where I'm at as far as the Walmart wax goes. And now, this total mess over here, all of this Scentsy. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, Scentsy is transitioning from the fall-winter catalog into the spring-summer catalog. So I pulled all of the scents that are being discontinued, which I guess you guys know if you are familiar with Scentsy. Sometimes when they like discontinue a scent, you'll see it pop back up into the collection next year, but sometimes they don't. So what I am hoping to accomplish this week is just to melt through it. If I can't finish some of these, that's okay. But just see if I think that any of these are club worthy, and if they aren't, then I could really decrease my club right now because it is massive. So let me start in somewhat alphabetical order for the most part. The first one that I would like to melt some of is Apple Cherry Strudel. So on cold, I don't love this one, but we'll see how it does warmed up. And then I have a Butter Pecan, and this one to me is just kind of like a very plain Jane, something that I feel like I could get in vendor wax form, so I'll see about that. This one here is currently in my club, and I really do like how it smells on cold. I have 2 bars of this, but I'm not 100% positive if it's something that I feel like I need. Bright Cider Life, I didn't even say that. So Bright Cider Life, a really nice cider scent. I love fall scents so much, so I feel like the winter fall catalog is way more my jam than like the spring summer scents. Like I looked at some of the scents that are going to be available, and I don't like beachy, sea salt, ocean waves. I don't like those kinds of scents. That's not my personal favorite, which everyone has different noses. So I feel like I'm more okay with hauling these and figuring this out now, and then just kind of like laying low for my Scentsy Club during the spring and summer. Anyway, moving on. So this is Cashmere and Corduroy. I really like this one on cold, but I need to warm it up to see if it's club worthy. I'm gonna say that like a million times in this video. This here is Cedar Cider, another one that's going away that I know a lot of people love, but I haven't even melted yet, so we'll see. There is another row here, which we have Graham Cracker Crunch. I know this one was like really, really popular, at least like right in the beginning. I haven't heard a ton about it now, but I need to see if this one is good enough for my nose, my picky little nose. This is Maple Apple Bourbon, and this one I really do like. This is in my club right now, so we shall see if it stays or goes. And then 2 of the pumpkin scents, which this is totally out of character for me to be melting fall and winter, but I love fall, so I'm not that mad about it. If it was like summer, I'd be like, what the heck? But Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl and Pumpkin Roll, and these 2 are so like similar on cold, but melting, I'm sure they'll change it up, and I just need to see if either of these are worth it for me. So if you guys have tried both of those and you have a preference, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. I'm just curious. And then this one here is Salted Caramel Toffee. This is another one. There was just like a salted caramel cupcake that came out, or some kind of like a salted cupcake in the like Bring Back My Bar. So I don't know if this one is worth it or not. Also kind of a weird label on that. Anyway, so those are all of the ones that are retiring that I need to decide on, figure out. I do have some that are also retiring that are in my club, but I'm going to save that for a later weekly melting basket. You guys will see eventually. These ones here are kind of random. So I have a Dancing Sugar Plum from Scentsy, and I also have a Almond Croissant. And I melted this one, the Dancing Sugar Plum. I melted this on its own not too long ago, and I didn't like it. It was just kind of like, I don't know, weird. The plum was like, I don't know, something about it I just didn't like. Perfumey a little bit, or like too, I don't know, I didn't like it. So Beth, my friend here, she told me to try mixing this with a bakery scent, and I was like, oh, I also don't really like almond croissant. I know a lot of people love almond croissant. It's just too, I don't know, I just don't like it, and that's fine. I don't have to like everything, but I'm gonna try to blend these to see if they help each other. I don't really know. We'll give it a shot. I just need to finish these up because they're not for me, so that's okay. And then I don't have any coffee scents in my melting basket so far, so I had to pull a coffee, and I was like, I don't have any scoopable coffee, and I didn't think I had any clamshells that were coffee, but I found one. So this is the only clamshell that I have for coffee this week, which is Caramel Praline Latte from Zape, and I honestly love this scent, so I'm totally happy that I have this one. I'm gonna have to kind of be careful about melting, like how much I can melt of this. Like usually I'll do like 2 at a time, but we'll figure that out and make that work. And then to finish it all up, I have a few more things from Scentsy, of course, that are currently, so some of these are in my club that I mentioned that are leaving the catalog, and then some of them aren't, but they are just leaving, and I could throw them in my club if I felt like I needed to. But this whole stack, These are currently all in my club right now, so I really need to decide if I want to keep or, you know, get rid of these. So the first one here is 100 Acre Wood, and this is like the Winnie the Pooh kind of, I don't know, collection or whatever. And this one smells really good. I want to say it's like cotton and jasmine in this, and I like it on cold, but I feel like it's such a light scent just to smell the bar that it could be very light. If you guys have tried this, let me know. If it's light for you once you warm it up, but I am going to test that out and see if it stays or goes. And this one here is Summer Soleil, so totally out of my, you know, wheelhouse or whatever. I have like 2 of these bars that have came in for my Scentsy Club, 2 or 1, at least enough. I had at least 1 more backup of this. So I just need to decide because the new catalog is coming in, and then the Bring Back My Bar. I'm just a bit overwhelmed with Scentsy. I need to tone it back. I knew like multiple people having parties, so I was buying so much. This one here is Strawberry Swirl. I just saw Charity, she pulled this, and she said she really likes it. She said it like reminded her of like cotton candy or something once it warmed up. So that sounds amazing. So this one is in my club. It's been in my club for a little bit. I have a few backups, but I just need to decide if it's worthy of staying or going. This is Toasted Acorn and Oak, and I love this one on cold. I really love Autumn Road Trip, and that is one that's also in my club, but this one slightly reminds me of like the Woodsy Note. I think it's gotta just be the oak in the Autumn Road Trip scent, so I think this one is probably gonna stay, but I need to just make sure. This one is Mistress of Evil, which I'm not entirely sure the scent notes on this one. It just smells like a rich like plum type of scent, so I like this, but if I have sweet plum pastry, I don't know if I need both of these, and I think I would rather keep that one in my club. And then I have Black Forest Pine, which is a new, I want to say this was like one of the monthly scents, and this one to me smells like, and I said it before, I got this, can't even open this, I got this as a sample that Ashley sent me in the mail, and it was just like a teeny tiny little sample, and I melted it and I loved it, and then I ended up throwing this like right in my club. To me, this smells like the Adirondack Mountains. So when you go up north in New York, there's like these beautiful big like mountains, and when you go into like the gift shops, everything's like wood, and they've got like carved bears, and like it's just very, I don't know, it's just a very Adirondack type feel. And this smells like going into like an Adirondack gift store, and my mom said that, and I was like, yeah, you're right, Mom. So that's what it reminds me of, and I love it. And then I have the last one, which I feel like so many people love, and I don't know if I love it on cold. This is Winterberry Apple Tea, which I know so many of my friends on here love this scent. So many of you guys love this. On cold, I just don't know. So this is one that I like need to decide on, because this is one that's going away. It's in my club. It's going away in this catalog. I don't know where I stand on this one. So that is my entire weekly melting basket. Am I gonna get through all these in 1 week? No. But I'm really hoping that I can get a good grasp on that Scentsy Club and like whether things stay or go. I really need to like tone it back, because I've been getting way too much stuff, and that's too much. So like I said, I do have one order coming in that I'm probably gonna share with my sister. That was purchased after the low buy started, so that is going to be part of my low buy. I have a few things that are coming in from like pre-orders that I'm going to be sharing. I just got my Rose Girls order today, like right before I started filming. I got my Rose Girls haul in, so I will be sharing that. I have an Empire Alchemy haul that I need to share with you guys that I got before the low buy started. That was a pre-order as well. And there's a few other pre-orders that are happening, and one ready to ship that I have my eye on. I know if Zape launches their Valentine's Day spring release, I'm 100% going to go into Zape. Zape's like one of my number ones. If Rose Girls has any scent that I have my eye on, I'm most likely gonna do it. Rose Girls also has currently that contest going, which when I share my haul with you guys, I'm gonna share a lot more of like the three wax creation contest, the wax blend contest. I'm gonna share what I came up with, share that with you guys, because I came up with some really good ones, so I'm super excited about that. And then I think that's it. I'm super curious if you guys are also participating in this low buy. what are the vendor launches that you guys are keeping your eye out for? Because I would say definitely for me, it is Zape for sure, number one, because I know that I can't not get that collection. Number two would be there is a pre-order and ready to ship with Salt Mountain Melts, and she has two of my favorite scents in opposite things, so I have to get from both. I don't have to, but I want to. And then what are the other things? Yeah, Rose Girls possibly if there's anything that comes out that I really want. And then, possibly Bathing Garden. There's one thing I really, really, really want from that, but I don't know if I want to place just an order for that one thing. I don't know. I think that's it. I don't know. Okay, that's it. I've chatted so much. I hope you're all having an awesome day. Bye, guys.